What's up, Air Nation? I hope we're having an awesome week. Welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to be starting off a new series, Duck Call for Beginners. So today we're going to be talking about the quack, but before we kind of jump into that, we've got a couple things to talk about. Make sure to hit subscribe because this is really a building block system. So once you get your foundation, get the quack, you really build on from there to the greeting call, the feeding call, and then the comeback call. So you're going to really want to hit subscribe so you don't miss out on the future. The rest of the content, and then second of all, if you like the hoodie I got on, this is the crest style. I don't have any of the hoodies left, but I do have t-shirts, so make sure to check out biggerthanhunters.com. Alright, let's jump in. So today I want to talk about the quack. The quack is the building block of learning how to call with the duck call. So if you can get the quack down, really put those together and you can learn to do anything, in my opinion. So it's all about putting air and then cutting off their tongue. So if you are listening to this video and you hear something different than what you are doing, there's a couple things. Each call has a different sound, and we'll kind of jump into that too, of the makeup of duck call. But before we do that, just remember that you're building confidence and you're building a structure in which you're building off of. So when you hear my calls or competition calls, just remember that it takes practice. 1, 2, your call may sound different. And 3, the way you're blowing air, and there's so many things that can make a difference on making your call sound different than my call. So today we've got 3 different calls: the toxic, nothing but duck, the red beers custom calls, that's a cut down, and then 3 orange burl from B Hoover custom calls. So I like all 3. I use all 3. The one that I use most consistent is probably the toxic, but I'm going to do a quack on each one of them. So as you heard, all 3 have a different sound to them. They all have some differences, but let's get down to the nitty gritty because this really teaches you why it sounds different and how you can affect the quack through it. So you got 2 parts of the call. You got the barrel and then the insert. The insert's right here. It's got a reed. So as your air goes through here, it hits that barrel and then vibrates this reed to make that quack noise. So there's a reed and then there's the actual sound file itself. So the things that can make a difference is the thickness of a reed, the way it's cut, how long the insert is, and then also the thickness of the soundboard too. So the other thing that can make a difference is the length of the barrel. So really it boils down to there's a lot of variables. So anybody can make any sound different just because of the amount of air, the barrel length, and each call is made different too. Especially when you get a custom call maker, they try to make them as close as possible because they have measurements they go by. But in reality, each call is made a little bit different. So out of these 3 calls, this one's got a shorter barrel, it's easier to blow. You got a longer barrel on the Red Beer's custom call, which makes it harder. And then you got another shorter barrel with a timber. And then the difference between plastic, which this one's acrylic, and this wood can make a difference too on this the sound and the style of the call too. So, but what we're going to be talking about is how to quack. So like I said, you got air coming through here vibrating this reed, and then it kicks out, and then that's what makes the noise. So the basic of a call is pushing air and then cutting it off with your tongue. So if this is the top of your mouth and this is the tip of your tongue, you're basically putting air through, and then you blow, and then you're kicking that tongue up. So you're getting that air not from up here in your cheeks, but you're getting it from down here in your diaphragm, nice, deep, and low. And you hear when I go up like that, it's me cutting that air off with my tongue. So now once you get that down, go ahead and switch your call and go the wrong way. It's kind of funky, but just try it. Put it up, and then do the same thing. So basically, you're just pushing air through that barrel. Well, this way you're doing back, but pushing that air through there and then cutting off your tongue. That's really the basic building block to any call, is the amount of air and then cutting it off with your tongue in different forms or fashions. So go ahead and do it the other way through the call. Now, that's just a normal quack. Here's a quack with just a little air, and then a lot of air. So that's really the basics, guys. It's all about putting air through and then cutting it off your tongue. So if you can get that down, if you can get the quack down, it's really easy from there, because the greeting call is multiple quacks, basically putting a cadence. A feeder call is just putting air through there quickly and then cutting it off. And then number 4, the comeback call is just doing basically a greeting call and just making it longer. So if you can get that down, perfect. You're going good. That is the basic of a quack, the foundation, and that's how you move on. So I appreciate you guys watching this video. Make sure to hit like and comment what your thoughts were on the video. I appreciate you guys watching this. Make sure to hit subscribe, and check out our social medias, our Facebook, our Instagram, and our TikTok for more content. So I appreciate you guys watching this. Have a good night, guys.